some information about the transportation, about the facilities, about this airport. Let's see the check-in information timetables. There is a debate between Turkish people if this airport was needed or not. Hi everyone, today I'm going to introduce the new airport of Istanbul, which is currently the world's biggest airport. But first, let's find a nice parking place for our car, and then we will go inside and I will show you all the facilities and I will share some information about this new airport. There are different parking places with different colors. Some of them are for domestic flights and some of them are for the international flights. We will go to the red one. Red one is for international flights. Let's keep moving. Until the 15th of April, the car parking area was free. So we will also see how much we should pay for 1 day, for 1 week. Price list. P5 floor is the closest part of the parking area to the terminal, so we will find some place just next to the terminal building. Let's see, right, left? Left. We left our car and now we will go inside. Istanbul Airport is the world's biggest airport for now. Just phase 1 is completed. Its capacity is 90 million people. And after the other phases completed in approximately 2025, the capacity will be 200 million. So it's very huge. On 6th of April, old Atatürk Airport moved to this new one, and now Atatürk Airport is closed for the commercial flights. All the commercial flights are from this airport. This is why everybody is trying to get some information about the transportation, about the facilities, about this airport, not only in Turkey, also for all over the world, because Atatürk Airport was a famous one, and it had a capacity of 70 million people for a year. Atatürk Airport was one of the busiest airports in the world, but starting from this month, it's gonna be the biggest and busiest airport of Istanbul. There is also Sabiha Gökçen, but it's a much more smaller one in the Anatolian part of Istanbul. So in the European part, this one is gonna be the one and only airport of Istanbul. So let's go inside now. There are different gates. We entered from the gate 7. Some of them are just for business. For example, gate 5 is just for business, so you can use the other ones. Yes, now 7 is for us. Let's go. Now we are inside. Today, the world's biggest, actually the busiest airport is Atlanta. It has 107 million people annually. So when this airport reach its full capacity, it will be much more than Atlanta Airport. What about the spendings for that big airport? Approximately $12 billion is spent to construct, to build this airport, which is a very huge number. But it is similar to the one which is being constructed at the moment in Beijing. It's gonna be called Beijing Daxing Airport. So it's gonna be one of the biggest airports of the world too. So I think this airport and that one will be racing for the throne. We will see which one will have more customers and which one will get more passengers. And by the way, interesting fact about this airport is that there are many exchange offices. For example, here there is one more, just a few meters from here. I saw just 3 of them. Maybe there are more. So exchanging your money is not a problem in this airport, but probably will cost more than the city center. So I suggest you to change your money before coming to the airport. Turkish Airlines has the biggest space in this airport. Actually, one of the reasons why this airport has built is the Turkish Airlines, because it's gaining more reputation. It's one of the best flight companies in the world. This is why Turkey and Istanbul needs more space for this company. Turkish Airlines has the most destinations in the world. Let's see the check-in information timetables. The orange ones are the late ones. Since it's a new airport, it's actually normal that some flights are delayed. But the delays are not more than 1 hour. I think they will fix this soon. It happens in the other airports too, so it's not a big deal. Since it's a very big and crowded airport and it's the new one, everybody is a bit confused about the facilities, about where to go, how to go. So there are some responsible people. At their back, it's written "Ask me." So we can ask our questions to them and they will try to help you. So let's try to meet one of them. This is a new thing about this airport.
Yes, because a lot of passengers have to need for someone. That's why we are always here and always help.
Yeah,
someone.
because it's a very big and huge airport.
Very big.
And yeah, I can imagine that many people have many questions in their mind.
I learned just 2 weeks in here. 2 weeks. It's so
like
big.
for the education? Yeah, I can imagine.
It's my first day.
Yeah, so good luck for your job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. This is the gates for domestic flights. And in that part, the international flight gates. Since just the phase 1 of this airport is completed, international and domestic flights are in the same region, in the same building. And I just want to talk about this cabin. This is for just Turkish people, Turkish citizens. If you are traveling internationally, you have to pay a tax. And for this tax, it's 15 Turkish liras by the way, you have to buy a small ticket before going to the gates, the passport control point. But of course, if you are not Turkish, it's nothing to do with you. This is the gate. Let's play a little game from that screen. There's a video showing the most popular cities of the world. So we will see which of them we have visited so far. Rome, not yet. Barcelona, yes. Lisbon, yes. It was a very nice place. Paris, yes, of course. By the way, we are very sorry about Notre Dame. It was a very nice cathedral. Amsterdam, for sure. London, yes. We are living in Istanbul, so of course, yes. Copenhagen, yes. Just a couple of months ago, we were there. It's a colorful and peaceful city. We will go in May, also to the grass. We will be in Austria in May. So yes, there are many countries to discover in the world. So we will continue our tours. And if you want to join our tours and if you want to see my other videos about the different cities, different countries, you can subscribe my channel. If you need, there's a big pharmacy store in the airport also. Yes, some souvenir shops. I also want to see how it's the prices in the markets. For example, how much is a bottle of water or a small sandwich. So I found a shop. Let's see how is the prices. A water is 6 Turkish lira. Coke, a bottle of Coke, 12 Turkish liras. So let's look at the sandwich. The small sandwich like this is 25 Turkish liras, which is approximately $5. And the beers are around 30 Turkish liras, like $6. So actually it's not much more expensive than the other airports. It's similar. Finally, let's see the biscuits. Yeah, they are also around 10 Turkish lira, which makes $2. Now you see the airport hotel just behind me. It's Y Hotel, I think. I don't know. Yotel. Yes. Now I will ask the prices and I will let you know. For a standard double room, the price is 140 euros plus VAT taxes. I think it's gonna be something around 150 euros per night. And there's a healthcare place just next to the counter S, and also lost and found cabin is just next to the counter R. There are so many check-in counters from S to A. Usually, if you are coming to the airport like 2 hours before international flights, I suggest you to come here 3 hours before your flight because it's a new one. It's a bit complicated to find the place you want to go, and there are some queues in the counters. So I suggest you to come here for your first flight before 3 hours before your flight. So let's go into some details about this airport. Actually, there is a debate between Turkish people if this airport was needed or not. If needed, it should be constructed in here or somewhere else. The reason is that Atatürk Airport was a big one. It was one of the world's busiest airports. Its capacity was 70 million people annually. We need much more capacity for our airports, especially in Istanbul. It's a fact. But closing a working airport and opening a new one and moving all the things from there to here is not a good idea for some people. Some people believe that Atatürk Airport should continue its work. For now, we have 2 airports, commercial airports in Istanbul. One of them is Sabiha Gökçen Airport in the Anatolian part, and the other one is in the European side. This one, Istanbul Airport. As a Turkish woman, I can say that some people believe that the government spent too much money for that airport because $12 billion is not a small amount. So they believe that it's a huge amount for the Turkey's economy right now. But the other part of the population thinks that it's like the symbol of our country's power. If we have to give an example from the world, in Beijing they are constructing a new airport, Beijing Daxing Airport, but they are not closing the old one, Beijing capital, which has 95 million people capacity annually. So maybe it will be a better solution just keeping the old airport and opening the new one. So transportation is the issue for this airport. Actually, there are some private buses started to make their routes from this airport to the different parts of the city. It's called Hava East buses. So if you are wondering about that buses and their timetables and the places they go, you can visit Hava.East. Hava East is the more luxury, more private bus company actually. If you wanna travel cheaper, you can use public buses. If you are planning to use taxi, I can give you an example. From airport, Istanbul Airport to the Taksim Square, the cost for the taxi is 120 Turkish liras or 130 Turkish liras. It depends on the traffic, of course. And the other way is hiring a car or using your private car, of course. But this time you have to pay for the Northern Highways fee, and which is not very cheap for the Turkish people. Before leaving the airport, I will just go to the international arrivals, and I'm gonna show you how it is and which buses are waiting for you when you arrive at the airport. Since it's a new airport, the Wi-Fi service is not ready, free Wi-Fi service is not ready, so you can buy your Wi-Fi from this place or you can use your phones on roaming. This is the international arrivals. As you can see, and as usual, there are many people waiting with the cars written names on them. You will face with a big crowd when you arrive to the airport. And there are many restaurants, shops just outside the arrival point. So you can eat something. There's an exchange office for you to change your money. And also now we will see the bus service point for the international arrivals. If you are planning to use public buses, you have to have Istanbul card, or there's a mobile application. You can download this application. You can install some money in it, and you can use it also in the public transportation. For the Istanbul cards, there are some cabins like this. You can buy it from here. The price of the card is 6 Turkish liras, but you have to put some money inside your card according to the place that you will go, because according to the distance, the price changes. However, the private buses are this one. For example, it's going Beşiktaş. This is for Sarıyer. There are different routes. If you already have a card, Istanbul card, you can put some money inside your cards from these machines, and you can see the prices according to the directions. For example, for Beşiktaş it's 18 Turkish liras, and the metro line is expected to be open at the end of this year. Yes, here is an example for the cheapest way for the public buses. This purple one is the H2, which is going to the Mecidiyeköy, very close to the Taksim. So you can use also these buses to reach the city center. By the way, I learned the car parking area fees. For one day you have to pay 63 Turkish liras, but there are some short-term subscriptions to the parking area. For example, for 4 days, for 1 week, there are some special packages that you can use. It will be much more cheaper. So there are many things to talk about this airport, but I just wanted to give some brief information about the airport, transportation, and about everything actually. I hope you like my video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. I will be happy if you join my travels. So have a nice flight and see you.